who cares enough about the results that their trusted customers get, that they'll stop selling a product. Or not sell it. It doesn't even get to be sold. It's stopped before it even gets on the market. Because sometimes we yell and say, yeah, we need this product, and people are going to the health store and they're buying it. And they'll say, no, we're not going to sell it. We just aren't going to do it. So I just love that. Keep those coming. Keep them coming. They give us some great ammunition for sharing, and I think just a practical application, and really, really love that. So thank you. Well, so you're hearing a lot of great information today, and but you know, it's what are we going to do with it, right? Different levels of involvement in Shaklee. There are people who just want to be a customer. They want to use the product, save money, feel better. That's great. We love that place. There's a level of involvement we call the free product level, which is just earning a little bit of money on a very casual basis to make sure you can get everything that you need and want. And then there's the supplemental level, which is, you know, 500, 1,000, or 2,000. Then there's the career level, and that's the level I chose. But whatever level you choose, I think the question today as you're going to leave here is, you know, am I going to choose Shaklee for a part of my life? And if so, what am I going to choose Shaklee? I began using Shaklee products almost 40 years ago as a result of the fact my former husband was diagnosed with terminal cancer at the Mayo Clinic and given a 1% chance to live. We found Shaklee. It was a part of his recovery program. In addition to diet and body cleansing and supplementation, he was back to work full-time in 6 months from the time he left the Mayo Clinic. We found Shaklee because we were looking for a company. We wanted, frankly, I wasn't just looking for a product. I'll mention that in a second. I wanted a source for the things we use on a daily basis, products, nutritional products, healthy products. We did our research, and of course we've come a long way, maybe since then even, but we did our research back then and we discovered this was going to be our company. It's been our company for just around 40 years, 4 generations in my family. So I chose Shaklee many years ago, initially for health reasons. And then life went on, and I eventually became a stockbroker. I joined my new husband Sandy, in our wood window business. And back in the early 90s, I was looking for a career change. We were, we had our own company, but I think Neri mentioned, we had a company, but we were trapped by our own company. It was 6 and 7 days a week we were working there. We had children over there on that is my daughter Heather with the blonde hair, a little son Rick, who's actually just starting his 4th year of dental school out in Buffalo, New York, and Stacy, my husband's daughter. And I wanted a change in my life. I'd been using the Shaklee product, so I'd made that decision already. And had been involved originally with the Shaklee business as well, but then for many years had just been a Shaklee customer. But I just really wanted some changes in my life. I wanted flexibility of schedule. I wanted to be able to spend some time with these kids. I didn't want to miss all their school field trips, all their activities, being a mom, when I wanted to. I love to work, but I wanted to work when I wanted to work. And I wanted to fit my life around my work, not fit my work around my life. I want to put the stuff I wanted first in my schedule and then work around that. And I really had a strong desire. I don't know how many of you here today might want that for yourself. I wanted passion in my work. I'd enjoyed being a stockbroker, but frankly, the window business wasn't for me. I needed something that I felt could make a difference in people's lives, and we manufacture a wonderful quality wood product, but I just was missing something. And then the third thing, I wanted $100,000 plus a year annual income. So I wanted a career income from the beginning, but this was really one of the main impetus, was to be able to be a part of my kids' lives. And I felt like I was really missing out on that. Well, my first decision way back, as I told you, when my former husband was diagnosed with cancer, was we made a company choice, not just a product choice. So I encourage you today, whether your desire is to be a customer and use the products, or you want to make some money, take this step. Make Shaklee your source of all things natural. As Neri said, it gets into your heart, it gets into your home, on your skin, and in your body. And I just started using Shaklee from the very, very beginning. And all of the products that we used. We obviously don't use every single thing, but we use anything that we use. I have chose Shaklee. That's how you fall in love with it. That's how you really make that decision, and the belief factor comes in you when you use the products. We love the science, we love to read about the science, but it's when we begin to implement it into our lives, that's when we truly just find out what it's all about. Well, here I am, and things have worked out really fantastic. After just tells a little bit of my story, but life really began to change for me. 1994, I got into the Shaklee business again. By 1996, I was full-time, and I began to be able to have the things in my life I wanted. Flexibility of schedule, passion in my work, and my income began to increase and increase. So the dream that I had, guys, it's come true for me. It's been 20 years, and I committed to it. And I've worked it, and I've enjoyed every day and every minute of my life. And Shaklee's been wonderful. I've driving Shaklee bonus cars since 2000. The company started keeping track and adding up our earnings. And since 2000, Shaklee's paid me a little bit under $2 million. So that's there, and that's possible for all of you as well. I just, nothing special. I just stay committed. I work it, I believe in it, disappointment doesn't set me back. I just, work to overcome it and keep going, because I really have that foundational belief in what we have to offer. All the dreams have come true. Here's a picture we just took a few months ago. Life has changed. My daughter that you saw, the blonde in the black tank top there, that's Heather. She's now a grown-up mom with 3 little girls. My son Rick, standing in the back, he's in his 4th year of dental school out in Buffalo. Stacy sitting here in the front. Now there's a bunch of grandchildren. There's 9 of them. My dream for flexibility has come true. As an example, yesterday my daughter called me, who has a business that ties her down a lot. But she said, "Do you want to go to BizTown with Amelia, the 11-year-old?" And I said, sure. And I looked at my schedule, I cleared my day, and I went with Amelia to BizTown. Had a great idea. Amelia's right here in front, sitting on the floor. She's a nationally ranked rhythmic gymnast. And because of my flexibility of schedule, I am able to go with her. I'm going to go in July to Louisville, Kentucky, watch her, and she's qualified for the Junior Olympics. She just won Gymnast of the Year, head of the whole Western region. That's kind of cool, and I'm bragging a little bit. But more importantly is I can be there. That was my dream. I decided that 20 years ago that that's what I wanted. Just to let you know, your dreams can come true if you have those same dreams. So what about you? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? What would your perfect day look like? What's in your life that you would like to change, and is this a fit for you? Is this a possibility? Because just even part-time effort can make a difference. Even a very casual product user, and you make $200 a month. You can practically do that by switching over to all the products yourself. Look what happens over a year, $2,400 additional a year just by that very small monthly income. And over a 40-year period, we have, if we're 60, 70 years or so, we still have another 40, don't we? And everybody under us. We have, and look here, what if you just got your business to $2,000 a month? That's one of the lower levels of business leaders. You'd make an extra $1 million practically in your lifetime. So if you look at what you can do over time, even if your income level is $200 a month or $500 a month or $1,000 a month, $500,000 you'll earn just at $1,000 a month. What could that money lead to? We'll take a look at this list. We'll read it to you, but you can see all those things on there. I really, really want it. Just one thing I want to comment, create income for retirement. If you earn $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year, and you're looking at a retirement in the future. Because when I was a broker, I always talked about saving money, and how much you needed to put away, $1 million, $2 million, or whatever, to have the income you wanted. So the Shackley business is an opportunity to create an stream of income that would be a retirement income for you. And if you simply just bill to $2,000 a month, that's like banking $500,000. You'd have to save $500,000 in the bank to get $2,000 a month, because you're not going to spend that money. You've got to live on it, because you don't know how long you'll be around. So that's a wonderful opportunity. And then to pass it on, to our children. And I'm eyeing my grandchildren and seeing who's going to be the one, that someday takes it over. Well, just a couple of stories. Here's Jean Chong, and Jean is here with us today. Jean, you want to stand in the way? The group. Jean's got a wonderful group of people, including her dad back there with her, a couple of her wonderful Shackley friends, Anna and Terry. I know that, Terry. Yeah. Jean had a background in business. She wants more flexibility. She wants to create an extra stream of income. She's interested in helping people with their health, and she loves the idea of passing this on to these two cute little children who are so awesome and beautiful. Isn't that an exciting thing to think about for your future? Jean's getting her business up and running, and it's really fun. We're going to be working further this afternoon, but it's great to be working with this new emerging group in Shackley. Tyler Dietrich's a friend under my sponsors from Wisconsin, started the business in college. He uses all the products. He's a college guy, and he uses the Shackley products, not just for people that are older. 21 years old, he's built a foundation today. So this is one of his recent checks, $1,600. A college guy. Boy, he's got a long ways ahead. This is one of my first generation business leaders, Julie Blossom, with her 2 girls. She's second generation. She has actually experienced that concept of passing your business on to your children, as her parents did for her. She's actively working the business in Michigan. Her daughters are participating with her. Since 2000 as a second generation business leader. From money generated by a company her parents built, Shackley's paid her almost $1 million. It really works. And then just here, Gary and Faye Burke, who are my sponsors. Roger mentioned Gary Burke on his little video at the beginning. Gary and Faye have been my role models, mentors, coaches. They're starting their 44th year, I think, in the business. Faye was in her 20s. Gary was around 30. They may have heard what you hear today about the possibilities for you for your future, and the thing was, they chose it. They made a commitment to it. They started working and just stuck with it again through thick and thin, through trial and error, through disappointments and successes, and what a wonderful life that they have. They own a home in Bloomington, Minnesota, a gorgeous lake home in northern Minnesota, a dynamic townhouse in Scottsdale, Arizona. And since 2000, Shackley has paid them over $5 million and over $12 million 40 years ago. See that slide I was planting in your mind? The concept of what time can do for you. And they have just a wonderful life. They have a daughter and a grandson now, and they can spend time and live the Shackley life. The health, the meaning, the passion, and the money really, really makes a difference. So those are just some examples I wanted to share with you of people at different levels of the business. But Dr. Shackley really said it all, didn't he? He said, your future life will be exactly what you decide to make it. I'm not sure what all motivated me back in 1994, why as I was sitting there, working. There was a discontent in my life. Just things I didn't like. And I shared those with you. And you know what? Instead of just living with them and continuing with them, I decided to do something about it. And it's been so totally worth it. So I'm hoping it inspires you today to decide what you want to do. And as Dr. Shackley said, make your future life exactly what you decide to make it. Because that's possible for you. So thank you so much for letting me share my story and sharing.